Hello everyone, thanks so much for watching and sticking around to the end of the video. I just want to go through a couple of the comparisons side by side with these two photos, two sets of photos. And the first one, the left side is the R6 with the 85 1.2L, the more expensive lens. And the right hand side is the 85 f2 IS STM lens. That's the cheaper lens on the right hand side. So on the left hand side, let's inspect a little bit. Right out of the bat from the full body, you can see that the bokeh is different. It's more blur out on the tree and it's more blur out on the lines of the building. You can see that side by side for here. And let's zoom in a little bit more so you can just see the difference. Yep, you can see that the bokeh, the edges of the bokeh is smoother on the 1.2L. This one was shot at 1.2 and this one was shot at f2, both are at wide open. Later I have one shot that on the f1.2 I set it to f2 just to compare these two images. And let's zoom in a little bit more, so kind of like 1/4 of the body, maybe around here. So you can see the bokeh a little bit better in here. So the size of the bokeh, definitely for the 1.2L lens is about double the size of the f2 lens in terms of the size and the smoothness. So you decide which one do you like, and then do you even need this blur, or this blur is enough for you. So this is for your decision if you choose between these two. And let me pan to the left a little bit more to the building. You can see the difference of the building that almost blur out the whole building. The lines are very thin and blur. And for the f2, for the full body, you can still see the line and this pipe going down from the second floor to the first floor. So these are the differences. You can make some decision if you need this many bigger bokeh, like much bigger bokeh, you can go ahead with this L lens. And this L lens is you can take it for 10 years investment as this thought, so that you can spend like this amount of money if you plan to stick with 10 years, because the L lens quality can last more than 10 years. So that's my first one. Second one on the left side is also R6, and then the R with the 85 f2. So you can see that from the half body, the differences between this column and this column right here, see that it's much blur from this, from the f1.2L 85 lens than the f2 STM lens. So but both of them are very sharp in the front when it is in focus. And for those of you who are budget minded, this one is enough to get the nice portrait already. So if you want to save money, like save $2,000 more, I think this is about $2,000 more than this lens. So you can buy this lens instead. And then you can see that it is still pretty good for the bokeh blur out area. So let me zoom in a little bit more to the center area of the focusing area. You can see the differences. Just zoom in about the same size. Yep, so both of them are very sharp, shot at wide open. And then you can see that. So the quality of the RF lens are pretty good, and the blur out area is nice and smooth as well. So, and then if I zoom in a little bit more, the focusing area, you can see. Yep, both of them are very sharp. Next set. So couple more of this similar comparison. This time I'm going to pan up a little bit more so that you can see the tree bokeh from the top. So these two are similar. So you can see that the branches, these branches, you can still see a line, but this almost you cannot see the line from there because the bokeh occupy the area of the branches already, because they are about the double the size as the f2 bokeh for the 1.2 bokeh. So let me zoom in a little bit more, and then a little bit more from this side. So you can see the differences between these two branches. These are the main differences. So you can decide whether this kind of blur, is it worth it for this amount of the money, like this much money, about $2,000 more I think, than this one. If this is enough, this is very good already. You can see that both of them are very sharp at short and wide open, and just the background just right here are different. So, and the right hand side is EOS R. Many of you asked the question, is it a backup camera? Like, is it a good backup camera if you're shooting for wedding? I think it's good. And the RF85 has the IS already, so it can stabilize and then shoot some video as a backup also. So the right hand side is the EOS R, and then the left hand side is the EOS R6. And the R6, the IAF is much stickier to the eyes, as well as you have seen in the previous video and this video. Okay, so the next one, let me see if double check if this one. Okay, the next one after this one are so this, just for comparison purpose, this one is R6 f1.2, and then this is shot at f2. So these are the two differences, but this is still 1.2L, and then this is shot at f2. You can see that this is far away full body, but the branches of the tree and this column right here is blur, much blur. It's about 30% more blur than this one right here. So the left side is 1.2L R6, and then this is EOS R with the f2 lens. Both of them are sharp and the same thing. The tree bokeh is even for the half body, the tree bokeh is consistent with this, and you can see that the edges of the tree bokeh is more harsh on the border than the f1.2 shots right here. So we can let's double check with this one. So this one shot at f2. So so this is the f2 of the 1.2L lens. So this one shot at f2. You can see that the bokeh is different. Like from the branch area, it has more, but still, because it's I think it's because the L lens, you can see that the bokeh is still smooth, even shot at f2. So this one was shot at f2, and then let me do another one. Just zoom in. So this one is EOS R also. So the left two are R and 85 1.2L. The right two are the EOS R. So with the f2. Let me zoom in more. So because these two are similar. Yep. So even though what I mean is, even though the L lens f1.2 shot at f2, the bokeh edges are smoother than the the cheaper lens, the RF85 cheaper lens. You can see that the bokeh has more harsh edges. So overall, that's why it costs more money, because the L lens has nicer bokeh, even shooting at the other aperture. So, and you can see that this another one for the full body. The houses right out of the bat is more blur than this one. The left side is shot at f1.2, and then this is shot at f2 wide open. And you can see the difference between the pole also. So the pole, let me, yep, see, it's more obvious on the border, and this one has more blur on here. Okay, so the last set is similar. I just want to talk about a little bit on the tree also. So the front is very sharp at wide open shot at f2, and then the right hand side is f2 85 triple lens. Definitely you can see this branch coming down, but this one is already like blurred. You cannot see a stronger line on here than this one. You can see some darker black in within the tree. So that's the main difference. You have to make your own decision. Is this one enough for you? And this is already very nice already, and it is very sharp at shooting wide open. It's very sharp at the focus area. And the L lens definitely is L lens. If you are planning to use it for 10 years, I think it is worth it for that. And then because if you are shooting wedding, you can spend the investment for 10 years, and then the wedding will earn the money back for that. So that's my opinion in these two comparisons between these two lenses and camera. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for more video coming up. Bye.